Hello, everybody. It's your girl Ro, and I'm back. You guys, God dropped a message in my spirit just now, and I just wanted to get on here and share it with you guys. Because I was watching I want to call it a sermon, maybe, but it was like a message, with Pastor Mike McClure, and he's one of the more modern pastors that I can really understand his words and messages that he delivers. He's also a gospel singer. If you haven't tuned into his word, just everything dealing with him, I suggest that you tune in now, because I'm one of those people who like to be, I won't really call it entertained, but my attention span is very limited now because I'm a mom of four. I got so much going on. I can only, utilize a little bit of time that I have available. And he's one of those people that grasps my attention and keeps it. And he was, the word, I can't remember what the sermon title was, but I'm going to find it and I'm going to link it in the description box below. But he basically was speaking on how the enemy attacks you when you are chosen, something similar to that, basically, and how we are always quick to question God about why we're going through the things that we're going through. And he used the analogy of comparing yourself to others, comparing yourself to those who are close to you. You're looking at your sister, you're looking at your cousin, and you're trying to figure out, okay, why they're not going through the same thing that I'm going through? Why am I the one going through such hardship? Why am I the one in bankruptcy? Why am I the one who is going through a financial problem? And it might not even just be financial. Why am my husband? Where's my husband? Why my kids are acting up? Those type of things we question, and we look at other people that are around us, and we assume. I'm gonna say assume, because what we see as the greener grass is not always greener. Now, keep that in mind. But what we assume is looking better than what we assume that they have that looks better than our lives, don't necessarily or technically be what we think it is. Okay. However, he made some valid points, and he was speaking on the fact that yes, you are going through what you're going through because the enemy knows what you're capable of. The enemy knows what God has in store for you. Okay. So what the enemy wants to do is to take you off course. He wants to destroy your lives. He wants to put you in a place where you feel like you don't deserve what God has for you. And I want to encourage you guys, because I am definitely one of those people who I'm looking at my life and I'm like, okay, God, I desire these things. Now, mind you, I could have those things, or I could have had those things, but because I allow the enemy to interrupt my course, he didn't stop it. He interrupted my course. I am now reaping the bad decisions that I made. Does that make sense? And had I been grounded in the Lord how I thought I was grounded in the Lord, I wasn't. Had I been grounded in the Lord in the way that protected me, I feel like I would have been in the place that I'm supposed to be a lot sooner. Now, don't get it twisted, because when God has a place for you, he has a plan for your life. He has your heritage lined out for you. You're gonna still receive it. It's just at how you react, how you handle your how you handle things is how quickly you're gonna receive it. So what that means is, I know the error of my ways. I knew the things that I did wrong in my past that took me off course. I knew how I had people, like I idolized people. And when you think of idolization, you think of how you identify God, like how you pray to God, Lord, you have faith in God, how you trust and believe in him, and how you know that whatever he's going to do in your life, that he says he's going to do it. That's not the same. You can still idolize a person by putting them first, by contacting them anytime you got a situation, by living your life as if they control you. Meaning, you don't do certain things because of how it's going to affect them. Okay? And that was me 100%. And it wasn't just with one person, it was with multiple people. And I found myself in the end with just me and God. Okay? My family, my family is here. I'm not saying, nothing about my family. I'm not even talking about the support system that I have, but in the end, again, it's just still me and God. Because when it's all said and done and I am stuck with what I'm stuck with, I have to figure out how to get myself up out of it. And the only person that I can run to that gives me clarity is God. Trust and believe. You can talk to anybody that is close to you, that know you. You're not going to get that same confirmation. And I know you don't get a response from God how you would get a response from a person. Okay, so I know you guys are like, okay, when I talk to my mother, I talk to my boyfriend, I talk to my sister, I get an answer, like a direct answer from them. But you also got to think about the responses that you're getting. Are you getting those responses because either they want to tell you what you want to hear, or are they telling you things that could be to steer you away from your success? And when I say that because a lot of times people don't want to see you succeed. You don't know who is your enemy, and it could be somebody that close to you. And so you have to really discern what they're saying, who is talking to you and what they're saying to you. Okay? And the only way you can do that is with God. And I'm saying all of this in circles to break it down this way. Yes, speak to your family and friends. Yes, talk with them. But before you do that, talk to God first. Pray for discernment. Pray for guidance. Pray for peace. Pray for understanding in any situation. And I promise you, listen, I promise you, but I'm going to say this because a lot of people are like, well, I do this, I do that. If it's not working for you, what that means is you're not in that level of faith that you should be on in order for it to work. Okay? It takes time, you guys. It does take time. It takes you going through some mess. It takes you ready to give up. It takes you ready to let everything go. It takes you being tired of being tired. Okay? And so, again, I want to encourage those of you who are going through what you feel like the worst thing in your life, and you're having a hard time trying to handle it or figure it out. God is saying to you, you are not alone. God is saying to you, because of who you are, you're going to get the kickback that you're getting. And I need you to stay firm, strong. I need you to keep pushing, because no matter what it looks like, I got you in the end. No matter what it sounds like, I got you in the end. No matter what it feels like, I got you in the end. Okay? God is saying to you, when you get knocked down, I need you to get back up. I need you to push through. I need you to be I don't know what football player it is, the one that runs through the other players and knock them down and keep it going. They get knocked down, but they get back up. They get that ball back and they keep going. I want to say quarterback. I don't know. I'm not a football girl, so please don't quote me on that. But God needs you to get on that football field. He needs you to run like never before. He needs you to get to each line. Okay? Each line safely. He needs you to know that when you're on one side of the field, you got to get to the other side of the field, and you got all these obstacles that is going to try to tackle you down. They're going to come at you. They're going to try to tackle you down. So he needs your eyes and ears open so that you can pay attention to where you're running to. He needs you to listen to your coach. He needs you to listen to your coach. He needs you to Remember the plan that he has for you. And he wants you to run across that field. He wants you to hold on tight to that ball. That's your faith. Hold on tight to that ball. And don't let go until you get to the finish line. Okay? That's all I have for you guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notifications bell. And as always, be a blessing to others. Bye.